Can a GLP-1 fight Alzheimer's disease? I'm going to dive into the science and find out if a GLP-1 can really help fight against Alzheimer's disease. GLP-1, a hormone that stimulates the release of insulin, has been a game changer in the treatment of type 2 diabetes. But what if I told you that the same hormone might also hold the key to fighting Alzheimer's disease? It's a fascinating possibility, and one that's garnered significant attention in the scientific community. Alzheimer's disease is a devastating condition that affects millions of people around the world. It is a cruel fate, robbing individuals of their memories, their identity, and their quality of life. The impact on the families is equally devastating as they watch their loved ones slip away, powerless to stop the decline. And as of yet, there is no effective treatment for Alzheimer's disease. Only a handful of medications that can slow down the progression of the disease. The search for the cure has been long and arduous, with many dead ends and false hopes along the way. But what if we have been looking in the wrong places? What if the answer lies in the hormone that was originally designed to help diabetics? The numbers are staggering. Over 50 million people worldwide are living with Alzheimer's disease, with the numbers to triple by 2050. It is a ticking time bomb, and one that we urgently need to defuse. The cost for caring for an Alzheimer's patient is astronomical, with some estimates suggesting that it will surpass the entire U.S. healthcare budget by 2050. The emotional toll is equally high, with healthcare givers that often sacrifice their own well-being to care for their loved ones. It is clear that we need a breakthrough, and we need it fast. But what if I told you that there is hope on the horizon? Researchers have been studying the effects of the GLP-1 on cognitive function, and the results are nothing short of remarkable. It appears that the GLP-1 may have neuroprotective effect, shielding the brain from the damage caused by Alzheimer's disease. And this is a huge deal, because it means that we could have a new way to combat this devastating condition. And one of the most significant findings of the GLP-1 can cross the blood-brain barrier, which is a major hurdle in the development of Alzheimer's treatment. This means the GLP-1 can directly interact with the brain cells that are affected by the disease. Researchers have found that the GLP-1 can reduce inflammation in the brain, which is a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. This is critical because the inflammation is thought to play a key role in the progression of the disease. Another key finding in the GLP-1 is that it can stimulate the growth in new brain cells, which is a process called neurogenesis. This is a critical component in learning and memory, and it's an area that is severely affected by the Alzheimer's disease. Researchers believe that the GLP-1 may be able to promote neurogenesis, which could help slow down or even reverse the progression of the disease. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from a study published in the journal Brain, which found that the GLP-1 can reduce the levels of the toxic protein called amyloid beta in the brain. Amyloid beta is a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease, and it's thought to play a key role in the progression of the disease. This is huge, folks, because it means that the GLP-1 may be able to target one of the root causes of the disease. Another breakthrough came from a study published in a journal, Neurology, which found that the GLP-1 can improve cognitive function in patients with Alzheimer's disease. This is critical because it means that the GLP-1 may be able to slow down or even reverse the cognitive decline that's associated with the disease. The implications are enormous. If the GLP-1 can indeed combat Alzheimer's disease, it could mean a whole new era of Alzheimer's treatment. It could mean that we slow down or even reverse the progression of the disease, giving people back their lives. It is a tantalizing prospect and one that warrants further research. So what's next? We need to continue the study. Study the effects of the GLP-1 on the Alzheimer's disease to see if we can replicate these findings and understand the mechanism behind them. We need to push forward in clinical trials to see if the GLP-1 can be used as a treatment for Alzheimer's disease. And we need to keep the conversation going to spark more research into this fascinating area. If you could like, share, subscribe, get the word out, guys. Let's get this going. Let's keep it going. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.